0 loss at Navy. Unable to overcome that deficit as Binghamton University did against UMBC last season. Here's Davis waiting for it, stepping in and taking that one away. That was Delaney Proctor. First touch for Williams. Cami Mink works it up. Mink, freshman defender. Again, this is a young UMBC team. In fact, that was one of the takeaways that Rick Stanton had from that contest against Navy, is that it was the first time when his team was playing well early, but took a gut punch. First, after having a couple of good scoring opportunities, it was Navy that ended up going on top 1-0, and then a second gut punch as Paige Luke brings it ahead for Binghamton was when Navy went up 2-0, and his team just not able to respond. And again, a young team learning a lesson about how to and how not to respond to some adversity. Although overall, Rick Stanton feels very good about the way his team came out of non-conference play. That 4-3-1 record. In the air near the Binghamton back line. Garofalo trying to make a play for it for Binghamton. Falvo gets a touch for the Bearcats. Returned back in by Schenning. Kessler touches for the first time. Here's Garofalo. Is that one ahead? Luke settles. Baker can't catch up to it. Saw that began when Garofalo sent it through midfield, looking to set up Paige Luke. The long ball from Garofalo, something that is top of mind for UMBC coming into this one. Garofalo, first team All-America East a season ago. Preseason All-America East coming into this campaign. There is Garofalo. Back to Kessler. Junior forward Peyton Schenning on the pressure. Number 4 for UMBC, right in the middle of your screen. 2023 Gatorade Maryland's Girls Soccer Player of the Year. Big get for this UMBC program. Schenning a goal and 3 assists last season. This season already with a couple of goals through 8 games. Maddie Shepard's taken away as Bella Brown turns it the other way for Binghamton. Anna Buckwalter, another preseason All-American, or pardon me, All-America East for this Binghamton University team, touching for the Bearcats. Now bouncing out of play. Ellie Victoriano to throw in. Victoriano, a freshman who's been able to step in, provide some much-needed depth to this Binghamton team. Brooke Herber, an outstanding senior defender for Binghamton University, injured early in the season. Victoriano, who at that point, when Herber got injured, had been providing some quality minutes off the bench. He's played a much bigger role here and done it well. We will see Samantha Schroeder, another freshman defender, likely in this game, coming off the bench for Binghamton University. She's another one who's helped fill the void of Herber. Also, while back now, Allison Falvo, another defender for Binghamton, missing some time. Luke, ahead to Davis. Davis turned, the ever-dangerous Davis puts this one in! Jakaya Davis builds on her America East goal lead. That is number 6 on the season for Davis. And the Bearcats on top, 1-0. Luke to Davis. It's been a frequent refrain this season for Davis. Goal number 6 for Paige Luke, assist number 5. They both came in with 12 points on the season, so Davis will go to 14 and Luke to 13. But again, that duo connects once more, and Binghamton on top 1-0. There's Worrell, sophomore forward. While Davis and Luke, for good reason, have drawn much of the attention with their starts to the season, Worrell's also done very well for this Binghamton team. Off the foot of Maddie Shepherds. An early lead for Binghamton. Worrell able to stay off the turf and keep possession. Brown sends it ahead. Here's Luke. Luke, Davis to her left, passes off. Now the return to Luke, broken up. Olivia Nardone breaks it up for UMBC. Here's Brossman to the far side. Now return to the back line, picked up there by Delaney Proctor. Garofalo gets there just ahead of Shenning. Brossman on the throw, able to turn the corner, send this one across, and off the foot of Shepherds. Still in the air, now falls out of play. Victoriano for Binghamton University. Some aggressive defense really stepping up on Brossman, who was able to maneuver and get past and then send it across. Toriano with speed through midfield. Changes spots with Davis, but Gabby Larson able to chip it to the far side. Still stays in play. Maya Blanco marks this one back. Here's Falvo. Headed down by Gabby Larson, sophomore defender. American East All-Rookie team a season ago. And there have been some struggles for UMBC the last few seasons, but you can see the upward trajectory both in terms of record and, of course, in terms of some young talent that is maturing for this Retrievers team. A couple of seasons ago, 3 wins. Last season, 5, and this season already with 4, as this is the conference opener for both of these teams. Victoriano puts that in the air. Brossman sends it back with her right foot. Garofalo. Victoriano. Nice job to keep it in play. There's Buckwalter with a piece for the Bearcats. Now it is Garofalo who steers it back to Kessler. Kessler gets that one off. Falvo to Victoriano. Nardone active on the back line for UMBC. Nardone, Larson. Nardone, a freshman, Larson, a sophomore. Cami Mink, a freshman. Defender all on that back line for UMBC. A young, talented core of defenders for the Retrievers. Retrievers take possession. Callie Williams to set it up. There's Paige Luke matched up with Larson. Larson got a piece to send it out of play. Toriano to throw it in. Paige Luke applying pressure, but Nardone sends it out of play. It'll be UMBC on the throw as Gabby Larson to send it in. Shenning tried to send it to some open space, but a deflection. Now Garofalo has it off to Kessler. Off the foot of Reagan Casper. Megan Baker throws it in off the head of Stainton. Ryan Stainton, daughter of head coach Rick Stainton, has it again. Her mom, Amy, a Monmouth Hall of Famer, second on that school's all-time scoring list in women's soccer. Buckwalter ahead to Davis. Davis drawing a couple of defenders. Worrell sends it to space for Megan Baker. Baker from the corner, and that one trickling near the box. Nardone sends it away. Bella Brown closest to it. Baker throws in. Here's Brown looking for Davis. Luke, a chance that will go wide. Davis has it. She has the goal this afternoon. Lone Binghamton shot on goal. Nice play there. Delaney Proctor taking it away from Victoriano. One freshman against another. Here is Brosman sending it ahead. It will head out of play. So nice play by Delaney Proctor. Proctor and her fellow freshman Olivia Nardone were club teammates last season for Baltimore Celtic GA, coached by UMBC's men's soccer coach, Anthony Adams. Garofalo trying to get it to midfield. Stainton gets in the way. Dishes off to Mink. And here is Nardone. Larson trying to split between a pair of Bearcats. There's a third, however, who stepped up to take it away. Bella Brown. Actually, check that. That was Alaya Blanco. Toriano, trying to control for Binghamton. Now how to play. There's Garofalo with it. Pretty healthy wind against her. That kind of knocked this one down and sent it off course. Again, the long ball by Garofalo, something that UMBC wants to counter and prevent. Getting some help from the elements here in the first half, of course. Assuming the healthy wind stays the way it is, then it will be in favor of the Bearcats in the second half. Christiana Colega in for Maddie Sheppers for UMBC, first substitution. There is Colega, number 18, getting a piece of it. Member of Croatia's U17 women's national team. Here's Davis. Davis and the slide by Reagan Casper, breaking that up. Kessler over. Luke at midfield. Luke put in some space, but Ardone there from the back line for UMBC. Here's Brown. To Luke. And as Luke hits the turf, there's a whistle. Garofalo. Again, this is the dangerous spot UMBC wanted to avoid. This one making its way to the net and into the mitts of Callie Williams. Mentioned Williams coming from Towson University last season. Actually began her career at St. Peter's. Played 2 games for St. Peter's as a freshman, then 2 games in 3 seasons with Towson, seeing regular time and making the most of that regular time here this season. She's appeared in all 11 games for UMBC. Coming into the match, a .92 goals against and America East best 860 save percentage. Okay, Davis has a goal on Binghamton's lone shot on goal here this afternoon. Garofalo looks like she's lining it up again. She'll take it, and the low line drive goes wide. Davis fighting for it for Binghamton, and she'll win that fight. The whistle gives possession to the Bearcats. Williams, Luke with the header as Williams was after it for UMBC. If Williams sends this to Brossman, as we heard the UMBC sideline saying that she has to win on 50-50. Brossman did not get there because Buckwalter got to it first. Brossman was about 5 feet behind, maybe 4. That effort by Buckwalter. Off the foot of Bella Brown. There's Blanco. Baker. Baker almost getting that one past Cammie Mink, at least in stride. Instead, she'll get it back, but on the sideline for the throw. Slide by Baker. And this time, the deflection by Luke out of play. Off the right shoulder of Peyton Schenning. Stainton got a right foot on that one. And here is Schenning. Schenning to midfield. Pokes it over to Proctor. Delaney Proctor waits for some help. Gabby Larson steps up. Fed by Victoriano, and some physical play along the sideline as the ball goes into the bleachers. It will be UMBC with possession as Larson will throw in. Larson from Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Led her high school to 3 consecutive state championships. By the way, she wasn't done. She also picked up a state championship in flag football. And Bella Brown trying to clear it away for Binghamton. Still in play, though, for UMBC. Schenning sends it across. Cammie Mink gives chase. Yeah, I was going to say, this didn't look like it was onside. It was not as Schenning approached. Garofalo. Luke got a piece, but there's Reagan Casper trolling for UMBC. Borrell. Luke may have gotten a piece. Here's Davis, but could not catch back up to it before Callie Williams made the stop. Alexis Worrell with a pair of goals of her own this season. Again, Davis up to 6, and now Luke with 4. Rossman trying to catch up to it. Instead, Bella Brown works it to Garofalo, who gets it to midfield. There's Mink. First touch, but the Bearcats control, however, not for long. Out of play as we have a substitution coming. Grace Dunbar coming in for Delaney Proctor. Dunbar, junior forward. From Columbia, Maryland. Her sister ended up going out of state. Her older sister, Lily, played soccer at Drexel, but Grace Dunbar staying in state, UMBC. Reagan Casper gonna work that one ahead. Collega couldn't keep it from heading out of play. Buckwalter sends this one back as Baker finds Buckwalter again. Some space for Buckwalter, but on the pass, Cami Mink deflects. Baker has a piece for Binghamton again, can't keep it in play. Garofalo and Shannon on that battle. Garofalo got it to Kessler, plays it ahead. Stainton steps up. Stainton slides that to some space, but quickly filling the space. Ali Victoriano sends it out of play. Davis trying to chip that one away from Nardone. There was plenty of open space behind Nardone. Would have been a dangerous spot for UMBC. Buckwalter getting a piece for Binghamton. Now Davis to Luke, back to Buckwalter. Sends it ahead, and Williams will be able to handle this one easily. Garofalo tried the slide, but Mink got it past her. Now Collega and Baker along the sideline, and UMBC will control as Mink throws in. Past the head of Baker, here is Schenning. To midfield, chipped away. Blanco to Davis. Luke, one touch, back to Buckwalter. Absorbs a check. Skips over another attempt by Casper to body her up. This time, though, Mink gets some contact as the ball heads out of play. Substitution coming in for the Bearcats. It'll be Sam Brett, freshman forward, will come in for Jakaya Davis.
Your attention, please. Bearcats substitution, number 7. Sam Brett in for number 3. That's 7 for 3. Bearcats substitution.
Luke trying to turn the corner. Garofalo. Baker keeps it in play. Could not get that one. Past Cami Mink, who has it again. Puts it into some space, racing to it. Grace Dunbar. Dunbar and Garofalo after it. Now here comes Kessler, who dives and makes the stop. Grace Dunbar almost creating a dangerous chance for UMBC. Dunbar, a goal on the season. Didn't have one last season. Played just 4 games as a sophomore. He's appeared now in all 11 this season for UMBC. Luke almost taking it away, and now on the second effort does get at least a modicum of control. Nardone and Stainton trying to get it back for the Retrievers. There's Casper. Over to Mink. Worrell got a piece. Baker chips it free. May have touched the hand of Worrell, so here is Cammy Mink. Garofalo touched it first. Brossman couldn't advance. Mink slipped as she went to play it. Casper finds Stainton. To the back line for Nardone. Larson racing to it for UMBC. And the Retrievers maintain control. Garofalo intercepts. Worrell. Back to Garofalo, one touch, this time to Brown. Back to Falvo. Dunbar intercepts, but Blanco chips it away. Sends it to the far sideline. Victoriano kept it in play. Blanco to Victoriano. Plays it ahead. Got by the foot of Larson. Did she touch those? The question. Officials say no, as Larson will pick it up for the throw. Larson. Nardone, one touch. Ahead to Brossman. A couple of retrievers, Larson being the latest, trying to get that one past midfield with no luck. Midfield doing a nice job that time. It is Brown ahead to Buckwalter. Across, Buckwalter gets it back, puts on a chance, and that one goes just wide. Couple of substitutions coming in for Binghamton. Sam Allen will step in for Blanco, and Sydney Krempowski, a freshman, comes in for Bella Brown.
Number 17, Sydney Krempowski. In for number 9 and number 12, Sam Allen. In for number 2. That's 17 for 9, 12 for 2. Substitutions.
Here is Allen. First touch off the bench. Worrell trying to take the turn on Stainton. Now it is Allen again with a touch. This time Casper sends it out of play. Sam Allen on the throw. Too long for Paige Luke. Defended nicely by Casper. Krempowski may have gotten a piece for Binghamton, but Stainton controls for the Retrievers. Off the face of Worrell, back to the right foot of Mink, but a whistle. Cami Mink. Past the left foot of Brosman. Here's Worrell. Allen for Binghamton. Couldn't get it past Stainton. But it went off of Stainton, and the Bearcats on the throw. Here comes Grace McCaslin to check in for the Bearcats. McCaslin comes in for fellow freshman Sam Brett.
Substitutions for UMBC. Number 11, Regan Rubin.
Meanwhile, Reagan Rubin coming in for Peyton Shenning for UMBC.
For 18.
Also in, Peyton Foster is in for Cristiano Collega.
Number 4.
A couple of substitutions for UMBC and the 1-4 Binghamton. Under 10 to go here in the first half. It's gotten less breezy and warmer here as this first half has gone along. Falvo sends it near side. Worrell battling along with Mink. Worrell out with it, trying to turn it and flip the field for Binghamton. Instead, she'll go behind her, and that one gets past Garofalo. Kessler coming to it for the Bearcats. Falvo backpedaling. Cami Mink, the throw off the foot of Krempowski, back out of play, so UMBC controls. Mink will throw it in again. Reagan Rubin trying to make a play on it. Transfer from Nevada. Spent last season with UMBC, did Reagan Rubin. Garofalo sends that a long way. Brosman chips this one to Stainton. She is met quickly by Krempowski, who gets it loose, but a whistle and possession now for UMBC. Nice work by Paige Luke to get it loose. Krempowski fighting past Rubin. Blanco over to McCaslin, looking for her fellow freshman Victoriano. However, Grace Dunbar steps. It's been an active first half for Dunbar, coming in off the bench. Rubin looking to settle for UMBC. Met by Garofalo, or check that Falvo. Here's a chance, past Kessler and in. Retrievers tie it up with under 6.5 to go here in the first half. So UMBC, which had an issue taking a gut punch against Navy, recovers from the one Binghamton delivered.
UMBC goal scored by number 20, Delaney Varela Keene.
Delaney Varela Keene getting the goal, the senior midfielder, picking up her first of the season. She had one last season. That's her 4th career goal. 4 career goals now in 56 games for Varela Keene.
UMBC substitution. Number 9, Emily Heine in for number 8. That's 9 for 8.
Substitution, Emily Heine comes in for Zoe Brossman.
Isabella Martillo in for number 10.
And
14.
Isabella Martillo comes in for Binghamton for Anna Buckwalter. New life for UMBC. We are tied at 1. Victoriano for Binghamton racing. Falvo sends that one past Larson to the sideline. Stanton back to Varela Keene. Foster a touch for UMBC, but Falvo takes it away. Martillo at midfield. Chip to Krempowski. Lets Garofalo take it. Didn't get as much behind that as she wanted to, as Foster plays that one ahead. Here's Reagan Rubin. Rubin again. On it for a moment. We have Grace Dunbar down now, taking herself up off the turf as play comes to midfield. Here's Reagan Casper. Garofalo heads it free. Mink on it first. Garofalo, Luke under it for Binghamton. Varela Keene sends it to the near side. Here's Foster. Foster 6 goals in 20 games last season for Iona. Foster this season with a goal in 9 games for UMBC. And as Larson's on the turf, the whistle and possession now for the Retrievers. Approaching 3 minutes to go in this first half. Sam Allen steps in the way of that one for Binghamton. Here's Luke. Luke some space. She'll need some help eventually as Luke brings it in. Paige Luke slides this one over, looking to connect with McCaslin. Larson gets it away from danger. Krempowski at midfield. Garofalo. Bumped by McCaslin. Luke racing. Luke trying to split the defense. Gets it by the oncoming keeper, Callie Williams. But it's Larson who proves to be the last line of defense for UMBC. Sam Allen with under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Luke played it for Binghamton, but a whistle against the Bearcats, and UMBC with control. Artillo gets the header on it, trying to control for the Bearcats as Mink sends it out of play. Under a minute to go. Luke settling. Borrell keeps it in play and able to get by Mink. Borrell now, a little bit of space. Turns and deflected. Emily Heine getting a piece for UMBC. Allen throws it in. Final seconds of the first half as the ball comes to the Binghamton sideline. And it is. Okay, Davis not only has Binghamton's goal, but also both shots on goal for the Bearcats. Larson gets it away from her. Larson working this one to the back line. Ardone. And gets it back to Reagan Casper. Foster down to the turf for UMBC. She came in off the bench. Latter portion of the first half, I should say, starts this second half as Kessler comes up to this one. Buckwalter. Malvo up to Victoriano. Unable to keep it in play. Grace Dunbar, another late substitute in the first half, on to start the second. Hands this one off to Larson. Touch back to Larson, goes to the back line. Good job by Nardone to pass out of the double team. But Binghamton now with control. Victoriano to throw in. First touch for Lauren Clark. Real weapon off the bench for Binghamton. Clark, 3 goals last season, 4 to lead the team a couple of seasons ago. Here is Victoriano over to Buckwalter, and a goal! Anna Buckwalter gives the Bearcats the lead once again. Buckwalter's first of the season after putting up 5 as a freshman. It is now 2-1. Buckwalter just teed it up. And the preseason All-America East midfielder, giving Binghamton the edge here in this America East opener. Well, Binghamton scored early in the first half and early now in the second. UMBC with a response, although it took a bit in the first half. And now advancing as Dunbar. Ahead looking for Shenny. She'll chip it back. Stainton. Ali Victoriano picking up an assist on that Buckwalter goal. Now her first assist of the season to go with 2 goals. Toriano sweeps that one away. Mink. Brown clears it out. Actually, that was Blanco, pardon me. Burrell in the slide to take it away. Work by Nardone on the slide. Or check that was Casper. Now across. Larson gets it away from Davis. Victoriano making a play on the ball, but ends out of play. Rossman, and she was looking to the sideline. Dunbar was heading up the sideline. Paige Luke comes in for Binghamton. She'll come in for Lauren Clark.
Your attention please, Bearcats substitution number 18. Paige Luke into number 26.
Davis trying to slide it by Larson, and now she'll try to go through Stainton. Whistle gives the Retrievers possession. Spin move by Mink. Get away from Luke. Larson met by Davis. Davis has a chance now to play it. Larson, though, chips it free, but right to midfield. That's where Krempowski is for Binghamton. Alvo to Victoriano. Larson the slide. Blanco back to Falvo. Buckwalter to the far side, connecting with Baker. Megan Baker with Foster coming up quickly, able to still maintain control. Krempowski. Garofalo lines it up. Buckwalter, the header, still loose as Williams came out to play it. Some contact there with Worrell. And Williams is down. Worrell, the official, have a word. No card here. Williams back up. And a whistle as Krempowski headed down to the turf for a moment. It is teed up for Blanco. Headed away, the header by Mink gets it out of danger. Larson directing traffic before her throw. Stainton makes herself available, chips it back to Larson. Went off Davis, so no, it did not. It went off of Larson. So Binghamton controls. Here's foul vote. Space for Victoriano. Nardone steps up on her. Victoriano across. Luke trying to play it. Now Victoriano gets it back. The header. In a dangerous spot. Dunbar's sent it away. Buckwalter to Baker. Baker works it across, and that one. Williams may have gotten a piece, but also in there for UMBC was Nardone. Williams might need another moment. I think it was Nardone that got most of that one. Corner coming for Binghamton. Dangerous spot. Garofalo sends it wide. So Nardone doing a nice job defensively for UMBC. Already a goal and an assist on the season. And the words of head coach Rick Stanton, she's been this team's Iron Woman. Hasn't stepped off the field yet. Despite being a freshman, she's shown leadership and competitiveness. Pretty good aggression defending as well. High praise for her. Already has a captain's mentality. Words of Rick Stanton. Peyton Foster. Settles back up to Stanton. Nardone with it. Larson on the near side. Victoriano and Davis really bunched up. Neither played it well, although nice recovery by Victoriano. Oski to Davis. And it went off Victoriano. Larson will go off before the throw. Coming on for the throw is Marley Besser. Besser, sophomore defender. Besser didn't play last season as a freshman. Same situation with Zoe Brossman. Coming in, had an ACL injury. A chance, if needed, that she could have contributed at the end of the season. Again, much like Brossman, we've got some contact here and a card. This one looks like it'll be against Stainton. Double check that. It was against Stainton. Besser heads it away. And Besser and Brossman, also Riley Fredericks, a sophomore midfielder. Those are the three freshmen last season who had those injuries, didn't play their freshman seasons, and to varying degrees making contributions here, significant ones in the case of Brossman for sure, this season. Blanco. Davis and Williams collide. That draws the whistle. Williams has been banged around here in this second half, and Davis now looks like she'll draw a card. Rick Stanton told us that Callie Williams will sacrifice her body. And unfortunately for her in UMBC, we've seen that a few times here. We've had to see that a few times here in this second half. Davis with the yellow card. Follow. Alvo, one touch, up to Baker. Brossman at midfield, the slide, and Baker breaks it up. Jeffers gets it back, goes to the back line for Binghamton. Victoriano's there. She'll return it to Kessler, back up to Victoriano. Blanco sends it to space. Davis racing, Williams out, and she'll send this one away. Toriano tried a one touch, but Varela Keene there to break it up. Blanco sets it up. The air. Baker lines it up. Stanton may have gotten a piece, but it goes wide. Substitutions coming in. Heine coming in for UMBC, and Sophia Miller for Binghamton University. Miller's in for Worrell, and Heine comes in for Brossman.
Bearcats substitution number 5. Sophia Miller in for number 13. That's 5 for 13. Bearcats substitution.
Buckwalter. Blanco slide, and Bearcats maintain control. Miller first touch, but Shenning steps in the way of that one. Gets it to space. Dunbar races to it. Go back across. Blanco breaks it up. Here's Miller. Toriano on the throw. Assist on the goal by Buckwalter earlier this half for Victoriano. Besser. Nardone to Casper, back to Nardone. Alvo sends it away to midfield, and Nardone, that's right there. Keene over the far side. Bink backs up, takes it. Stanton. One touch by Heine, bouncing to Kessler, who makes the stop. Besser takes it away for UMBC. Varela Keene sends it ahead. It's Mink. Victoriano looking to play it. There, though, is Dunbar. Valvo will sweep it away. Cardone tracks it down. Bank. Davis on her. And Baker takes it away. Buckwalter. Blanco carries it to the corner. Besser defending. Who'd it go off of? Looks like it went off Besser. Buckwalter heads to the corner. Buckwalter, the goal for Binghamton in the second half. Sends it across. Gets past Baker, who chases it down. And does she keep it in play? No. Cami Mink to throw in. Foster back to Mink. Moves out of play. Baker. Charge into this one that bounces wide. I got caught up in the breeze, it looks like. Sophia Miller for Binghamton. Krempowski slides this one to Baker. As soon as Baker got that, about 3 hands went up. Luke, Buckwalter, and Miller. Now Miller will have a chance to play it. Bouncing to the corner, heads out. She's thinking it went off Marley Besser, and it did, so Buckwalter will head over on the corner. The header by Luke goes wide. Substitutions coming in for UMBC. Delaney Proctor coming back in, and Lean Jahar will be in for the first time, the sophomore forward. Jahar for Dunbar. Peyton Foster comes off for UMBC as well. Back to Krempowski. Here's Garofalo. Line drive. That one went off the foot of Nardone and live.
Your attention, please. UMBC Retrievers substitution. Number 6, Delaney Proctor. In for number 36. That's 6 for 36. And number 24, Lee Jahar. In for number 13. 24 for 13. Once again.
Another corner.
24 for 13.
Third of the half for Binghamton as Buckwalter sends it across. Baker giving chase. Krempowski backs off, trying to present herself if Baker needs to find her. She will. Krempowski looking for Falvo. Stanton breaks it up. Jahar takes a bump and gets this one over to Besser. Breeze, a pretty stiff breeze, knocking that one down as Luke gives chase. Davis will hear a whistle before she gets a chance to put it on. Besser sends it to midfield. Buckwalter breaks it up. Blanco looks ahead. Luke on Buckwalter as Besser steps in the way. Buckwalter gets it back. Buckwalter bumped up by Nardone. UMBC will control as we have Gabby Larson coming back in. She'll come in for Harley Besser.
Substitution. Number 2, Gabby Larson in for number 15. That's 2 for 15. Bearcats substitution.
Meanwhile, another substitution for Binghamton.
Alexis
Worrell comes in for Sophia Miller.
Bearcats substitution.
Going to the Bearcat bench, it will be Binghamton control. Nardone backpedaling, gets this one off to Casper. And taking it away, Krempowski puts on a chance. Sydney Krempowski, freshman midfielder from Dobbs Ferry, New York. Some early season injuries for Binghamton. Never what you want, but chance to take a look at some different players as a result. Krempowski being one. Victoriano has seen a bigger role than maybe anticipated early for the Bearcats. Davis chips it free. Here is Victoriano. Sends it to midfield. Kenzie Brotherston. Is injured, but before her injury, making a nice impression as a freshman. Here's Blanco. Paige Luke to give chase. Williams coming out. It's a three-way race to the ball, which will make its way out of play as we have official racing over to the sideline, giving a yellow card to Rick Stanton. Meanwhile, Victoriano is down near the Binghamton bench. Each team will take a break. Victoriano being helped up, favoring that right leg. Just after we got to talking about the kind of impression, positive impression she's made this season, we hope that's nothing serious because, again, she's been terrific, including an assist here today for the Bearcats. Looks like this will be a hydration break as Victoriano makes her way over to the training table on the sideline. We'll step aside here as well. 2-1 Bearcats. This is college soccer on ESPN+. Back underway as Sam Allen comes in for the injured Ali Victoriano. 1 Bearcats with the lead. Contact along the near sideline and off the foot of Emily Heine, so Bearcats control. Baker to throw in. Baker sends it ahead. Worrell and Casper giving chase, bouncing to the keeper Williams, who comes out to play it. Har able to make contact for UMBC. Reavers keep it, and Gabby Larson to throw in. Heine heads it. Blanco. Davis. Get by the pair of retrievers in Heine and Larson. Think to midfield off the foot of Heine, and here's Davis. Kay Davis, a goal today, her 6th of the season, broken up at the back line for UMBC. Valiant effort by Jahar to try to keep it in play. Buckwalter make a move past Heine. Binghamton, though, still with possession. One touch back to Baker from Buckwalter. Or check that, that was Paige Luke who got it back to Baker. Isabella Martillo coming in for Binghamton University. He's in for Buckwalter. Buckwalter, the goal, go-ahead goal to this point for Binghamton in the second half.
Your attention, please. UMBC substitution number 3. Haley Ahmed in for number 28. That's in for
Meanwhile, Haley Ahmed is in for Reagan Casper.
Number 14. Isabella Martillo in for number 10.
Posky chips it. Here's Sam Allen. Can't do much with it. Blanco sends it ahead. That headed away by Varela Keene. Looks like this will be set up here for Binghamton. Good sign on the Bearcats sideline as Garofalo sends it away. It's its way out of play. Ali Victoriano is walking without assistance on the sideline.
UMBC substitution number 18,
Christiana Kaliga in off the bench for UMBC, in for Emily Heine. First touch for Ahmed. Gets to midfield. Proctor. Get control for UMBC. Meets up with Davis. Davis bumped off by Proctor as Kaliga gets it loose. Varela Keene sends it ahead. Balvo gets a foot on it. Retrievers. That was whistle and the Retrievers to set up here. Best chance in quite a while for UMBC. A quiet second half for UMBC. Without a shot. Change here as Ahmed sets it up. Freshman defender from Oceanside, California. Ahmed sends it away and well away. It'll be wide and got a substitution coming in as Bella Brown will be in for Kremposki.
Bearcats substitution number 9, Bella Brown, into number 17. That's 9 to 17. Bearcats substitution.
Alan Williams sends it away. Luke settles. Sends it behind her, looking for Davis. Martillo comes in. There's Blanco. Ahmed turns it the other way for UMBC. Har heads it. Baker catches up to it for Binghamton. Keeper Kessler. The defense for Binghamton certainly has done its job here, shutting things down in this second half. Luke trying to stay on side, can't do it. BC without a shot, second half. Ed sends it down. Proctor with Allen marking her. Proctor gets this one to Mink. And the slide by Proctor keeps Garofalo from sending it away. Allen trying to make a play on it. We have dueling slide tackles and now a whistle. Allen and Stainton on the turf both get up. Schenning as it's set up for UMBC. Schenning sends it low and the bouncer right to Kessler. Baker to Falvo. Lega able to take it away. Stainton And the slide by Garofalo pokes it free. Here's Davis. Hello. Back to Falvo. Blanco's down. She had contact with Jahar. Blanco gets herself up. Trying to walk this one off. Buckwalter is ready to substitute in. And play will continue with Blanco on the pitch for Binghamton. Allen chips it from Martillo, returns it to Allen. Sends this one across. So it goes off of Nardone. Substitutions coming in as Buckwalter does come in along with Krempowski. Krempowski's in for Blanco. And Buckwalter comes in for Martillo. Meanwhile, Jahar is off for UMBC. Corner coming. Allen trying a shot that Ahmed gets a piece of. Krempowski gets it in the air. Here's Williams. Krempowski off her foot. Dunbar races to it. Larson to Dunbar. And Dunbar can't finish that one off for UMBC. Luke. Brown, one touch ahead, looking for Worrell. Shakes off Buckwalter. And here's Larson. Larson and Davis together. It's Davis who takes it away. Luke one touch looking for Davis. Ahmed and Davis near that corner. Gets it for Buckwalter. Back to Davis. Across Luke, it gets by her and will head out of play. Riley Fredericks checks in for UMBC.
Your attention please, UMBC substitution. Number 19.
Delaney Proctor comes out.
In for number 6, that's 19 for 6.
Allen and Fredericks met upon the far sideline. It was off of Fredericks. Ahmed back pedals. Baker first on it for Binghamton. Bosky. Lega knocks her down to the turf. 7.5 to go. No rush for the Bearcats to send this one away as Garofalo. Larson carries ahead. Dunbar through traffic. Larson with it. Here's Dunbar giving chase. It gets by Hearn. Falvo steers it to Garofalo. Baker the slide, and a slide this time by Krempowski, but that draws a card along with the whistle as Stanton went down to the turf. Baker stretching on the turf. Krempowski trying to make a play on it. There's the slide, the card against Krempowski. Well, Bearcats up 1 and have controlled play here in the second half, but a chance with Schenning setting it up for UMBC. Ross. Oh, and the header by Varela Kina. She was looking for her second, blocked. Krempowski sweeps it away. And wide. Cami Mink get it back in a dangerous spot for UMBC, but she sends it wide. Foster comes back in on the substitution. For Kalega.
UMBC substitution number 36, Peyton Foster, in for number 18, 36 for 18.
Foster draws a whistle. Ahmed. Had some contact before it reached goal. Looks like Foster, the one, got tangled with Falvo, and the whistle will be against Foster. Bumps it down. Baker and Larson meet up. Baker quickly, looked like she grabbed her right leg. She did. Head off. Substitutions coming in. Baker will head off. Comes Elia Blanco. Samantha Schroeder is in for Binghamton University as well. Schroeder's given some quality minutes off the bench for Binghamton here this season. Freshman defender.
Your attention please, Bearcats substitution. Number 27, Samantha Schroeder, in for number 2 and number 8. Elia Blanco, in for number 17. That's 27 for 2, 8 for 17.
Bouncing the dangerous spot is Cami Mink, just trying to box out Paige Luke. Molly Williams to take it. She does. Sends it to midfield. Dunbar heads it. Garofalo comes up on it. Mink chips it ahead for Fredericks. Back to Mink. Off of Garofalo, so UMBC will maintain possession. Foster trying to turn the corner. Sends it across. Larson first on it. Bumped by Schroeder. Schenning sends it to some space. Looking for Dunbar. Ahmed. Blanco lines it up, puts it in the air. Ahmed is backpedaling, gets control. Again, it was Binghamton with 3 goals in the final 7 minutes when these two teams met last season to pull out a come-from-behind 4-3 victory. If UMBC wants to turn the tables, the deficit isn't nearly that much, but we are in the final minutes. Meanwhile, Garofalo down on the turf for Binghamton. Or pardon me, not Garofalo, Worrell. This Worrell as the trainer will come on. 20 left to go in this one. Teammates stretching her out. Grace McCasland is set to come in. Worrell gets back up. Casland on for Worrell, final 3:20. Bearcats controlling the second half with the exception of the last few minutes. We've seen UMBC with some set pieces. The air. Rella Keene has UMBC's lone goal. Plays it to Fredericks on the far sideline. Some bumping. And a card, yellow card out against Riley Fredericks. That goes off McCasland, out of play. Contact, UMBC control. Time the biggest factor here, 2:44 left. Allen heads it down. Casland on the far sideline. Providing some critical minutes here for Binghamton off the bench. As Worrell went down. Met by Nardone. C to control. Walter gets it in the air. Brown does the same. This time, however, sends it out of play. Keene. And this goes out of play. Garofalo gets it away. Shenning under it for UMBC. Buck Walter for Binghamton. Brown puts it in a tough spot for the Retrievers. Williams calls for a ball from the sideline. Gets it a minute to go here. Williams will be kicking against a pretty stiff breeze. Davis, a goal today. Nardone and Davis meet. Ahmed and the block. Page Luke. 28 seconds to go. Williams leaves it for Ahmed. Low line drive. Ardone to the sideline, 9 seconds left. Schroeder to throw in. And that will do it. The Bearcats, second half goal by Anna Buckwalter, pull ahead.